the impact mankind is having on natural habitats around the world.
There are 1.8 trillion pieces of plastic.
Americans, for instance, throwing out on average 10 plastic bags a week each.
Animals big and small are ingesting those. And
that the ocean is full of these plastic products.
We've got an ugly, dangerous problem, and we're not fearing it sufficiently.
The world in which we live is suffering at the hand of our mistakes.
In the 2.5 seconds you were looking at the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, 40,000 plastic water bottles were purchased worldwide. 36,400 of these were not recycled. Of the 1 million plastic bottles produced every minute, 91% of these are not recycled. So why does this matter? Plastic debris is ingested by marine life who feed it to their young. Plastic drink rings stunt the growth of turtles. Animals use floating plastic to become invasive species.
Since 1992, 45% of the world's plastics have been exported to China for processing. As of January 2018, China passed a law to stop accepting this imported plastic. Now, this rejected plastic is filling our landfills, being incinerated, and piling up in warehouses around the world. Plastic, when buried in landfills, leaches harmful chemicals into our ground.
Stop. Wait a minute. This is depressing. Is there anything you can do to make actual, real change? Our CAP class believes that anyone has the power to catalyze change. We're taking inspiration from people out there creating real-world solutions to environmental problems.
Has anyone been to Greeley, Colorado? It's a city full of meatpacking plants, agriculture, and conservative voters. In 2007, Greeley Central High School didn't even have a recycling program. The school lacks funds and community support, yet they formed a student-initiated environmental club and became the first high school in Greeley to have a school-wide recycling program.
They also saved their school $2,300 and 31,000 pounds from going into the atmosphere by unplugging computers for 20 days. They did all this while systematically changing the consciousness of a community not nearly as aware as we are here in Boulder. Imagine what we can do.
After studying the Great Pacific Garbage Patch and realizing how easy it is to reduce and reuse, we decided to take action ourselves.
Hopefully our passion can turn into a school-wide campaign for real effective change.
And you can be the one to make that change. It's already socially acceptable to bring your own reusable mug to Starbucks. However, the idea of bringing your own cup to Taco Bell or your own bowl to noodles feels weird. Counterculture. Well, isn't New Vista counterculture? Aren't we going where no school has gone before? Maybe that's taking it too far, but seriously, shouldn't we be on the cutting edge of trend-setting a new way to live? You may be sitting there saying, I'd be willing to do this, but the restaurants I go to won't comply. Well, we thought so too. So we went to some of the most famous restaurants and asked them.
So we're at Noodles, and I have this Tupperware container, and it pops up, courtesy of Hannah. Thank you, Hannah.
Actually, most people don't have these high-tech Tupperware containers. Like, these are really cool. If you have it, totally use it. But we're actually going to see if they can fill this bag, because bags are a lot more accessible.
We're going to do it. What do you want to get? Can we get pesto? We did it!
They put our noodles in my high-tech bag.
We did it.
It's pretty great.
Yep.
They're cool.
Let's go to Taco Bell and get a drink.
Yep.
Let's do it. So we just acquired our noodles.
Yeah.
Now, we're gonna get some root beer from Taco Bell in this reusable cup. It's gonna be great, so let's do it. Okay. Can I please have a large fountain drink, but can I put it in this?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Ooh. Looks delicious. So we got our noodles, and if you can get it in a sandwich bag or a reusable container, you can get it in pretty much anything. You can do the same thing with drinks at all of the restaurants down in Basemar. It's very easy.
Notice we didn't ask for any plastic silverware. That's because I brought my own silverware, or woodware if you may, to eat my food with. good for the environment. Bring your reusable stuff.
Bring reusable stuff.
At this rate, in a few billion years, aliens will zoom by our overheated planet, never knowing we once dwelled amongst the crumbling mountain-like structures we call skyscrapers. Why will aliens never know we existed? Well, because one day we decided to crawl down from the trees, exploring and creating wondrous things, but not taking any pride in what we created. Letting our fun plastic gadgets and gizmos fall into the blue abyss that takes up 70% of our planet, only to see those plastic bits ending up in some poor mangled bird that we observe on our little glowing smartphones. This problem was rudely tossed into the lap of our generation, a mistake we didn't make but were expected to learn from and then solve. I apologize for inspiring any existential dread in this existentially absurd world. We need to understand that life, or rather the natural world, is harsh. It has no mind to care your social class, gender, age, ideas, and whatever else you can think of. Let's be clear, we're not protecting the planet, we're protecting ourselves and the only habitat that we have found to be able to live in. Here's a mistake you could be making every day. We are asking you to consider this. If you went to Basemar and got a drink from Starbucks or Noodles every day for the 180 days of the school year, then you would throw away 180 cups per year. In 4 years, that would be 720 cups. If 45% of the school did that, we know not all of you have enough money to go to Starbucks and Noodles every day. We would use 31,600 cups per year. Multiply that by 4 years, and that's 126,720 cups. That's a lot of cups we could keep out of the stomachs of baby birds and out of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. We have made mistakes, we can learn from them. If we learn from and avoid this mistake, we can take pride in where we live, who we are, and what we do.
By creating a mural together, our CAP class is affirming and crystallizing this idea. Public art projects have huge potential. They serve to remind the community of its ideals and help to visually interpret things that are highly conceptual. By illustrating a group's properties, a piece of public art can be served as a concrete symbol for a city's town's values.
Our class has embarked on a mural representing the youth perspective on utopia. It serves as kind of a reverse personification, as in making people part of the earth and speaking on the nature of nature as it relates to humankind. We wanted to play with the idea of human exceptionalism by inflating or deflating the size and influence of certain animals and objects in the mural, and hands represent the importance of facilitating natural recovery.
Through this mural and our entire CAP project, we hope that people will pause, dream, and act on a world that is possible.
Anything's possible! Yay.
I just want to say one word to you. Just one word.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening?
Yes, I am.
Plastics.